I'm Betsy. Today we're going to read I Can Save the Ocean. It's an incredible book by an author named Alison Inches. So today we're going to hear a little bit about Max. Max is a little green monster who absolutely loves the ocean, but he needs to understand what pollution is and how he's actually making the ocean sick by some of his actions. So the reason this is important is so that every day we can do our best to take care of the planet and take care of ourselves and the people who call this place home. So let's get started. I Can Save the Ocean by Alison Inches. Max, the little green monster, loved the ocean. He loved to have picnics on the beach. He loved to play in the water. "Cowabunga!" shouted Max. But he did not like to clean up after himself. Exhibit A, Max's picnic. Max went to explore the tide pools and snorkeled along the coral reef. He wanted to see the fish, the sea stars, and bright pink coral. But all he saw was an empty bottle, a plastic bag, an old tire, and a broken toy. "Trash makes the ocean look ugly," said Max. "I'll pick up the trash on the beach so it can't come into the water." Max cleaned up the trash from his picnic, and he cleaned up other people's trash too. He found so much litter that it filled the trash and recycling bins to their very tops. "Now that's a lot of trash," said Max, the little green monster. "I'll find out where it came from and stop it." He saw beachgoers leave their trash on the beach. "No littering," said Max. He saw boaters filling their trash overboard. "The ocean isn't a trash bin," said Max. On the way home, Max saw a painter rinse paint from his brushes into the gutter. A boy's balloon popped and he dropped it in the gutter. A girl with a new toy threw her plastic bag in the gutter. A group of kids playing on the street shot their ball right into the storm drain at the end of the gutter. "Wow," said Max. "Everything that falls into the gutter flows into the storm drain. And everything in the storm drain empties into the ocean." "That means car oil, soap suds, and waste go into the ocean too," thought Max. "Pollution at home is bad for the ocean too," Max said. "I'll find out how to start saving the ocean even when I'm far away from it." Max learned that chemicals and soaps can poison sea plants. Fish can get stuck in trash. Sea turtles and birds can mistake things like plastic bags and balloons for food. And birds and other animals that get covered in oil can't swim. They can't stay warm or move around. "Wow," said Max. "I need to help save the ocean." Look what he's reading. The ocean needs you to help save it. How to? Now, Max keeps his trash from washing away into the gutter by sweeping the driveway with a broom instead of using a hose. He uses reusable bags so that plastic bags won't end up in the ocean. And he drinks from a reusable water bottle so that plastic bottles won't hurt the animals. He uses biodegradable sunscreen so that the chemicals won't pollute the ocean water. He always picks up his trash and any other litter he might find. And best of all, Max the little green monster teaches his friends how to be green monsters. Keep the ocean beautiful. You can be a little green monster too and help save the ocean. So here Max goes through a couple of words that you might have heard in the book and wondered, wow, that's a big word. What does that mean? The first is biodegradable. Things like vegetables and paper that decompose naturally and will not harm the environment. A coral reef, an ocean-dwelling organism that gives food and shelter to fish, shellfish, turtles, snails, and other sea creatures. A gutter, a shallow ditch below the curb that runs along the edge of the street. It collects rain and groundwater that flows into storm drains. Litter. Trash that has been thrown on the ground or somewhere else it shouldn't be. Pollution. Things that make the environment dirty, like garbage, chemicals, or gases. Storm drain. The opening at the end of a gutter that collects the water and drains directly into the ocean. And tide pools. Pools of water filled with marine life that are left behind in seaside rocks at low tide. So, why does all this matter? Well, because we all have to be little green monsters to be able to help protect our environment and to be good humans. So, your job today is to see how you can also help, whether you're reducing, reusing, or recycling, or you're keeping an eye on what goes in those gutters and the litter that's around you. So, looking forward to reading with you again soon. Have a good night.